offsite fun to have a go at. Got various logs and rocks to drive over, a couple of steps, some tyres over there from a motor scraper by the look of it.
Okay, who do we want to go first? 666, 4403 or 4404? 666, who wants 666? Alright, let's get him going. Go on, Liam. Off you go, mate. Show us what you can do.
So what a locker is, or a dip lock, you've probably heard that term. What it does is it allows us to join both wheels on an axle together. So you can see how like one back wheel spinning, or when you've got dip locks you can flick the switch and you'll get both back wheels spinning. It's a nice smooth ride. Not. Now most of these vehicles are going to be capable of doing angles like climbing up stuff, climbing down things of around about 50 degrees, sometimes a little bit more. So they're pretty steep country. Obviously we can't demonstrate all of that to you today because we just don't have the real estate, but it's pretty cool when you start doing 50-degree climbs.
There we go. Alright. So he mentioned that he's four-linked. What does he mean by that? Well, in the front and rear suspension, we generally tend to cut the front factory stuff out and throw it in the bin. And then we use a triangulated link system. So there'll be 4 bars that come from the chassis down to the differentials. There'll be the lower bars which will go to the outside of the axle and then triangulate in towards the center of the vehicle. And then there'll be the upper links which will go from the outside of the chassis towards the center of the differential. And what that does is it creates two triangles that allow us to locate the diff and hold it in position, but it gives us a lot of articulation and flex. So this thing's turbocharged. You'll hear the wastegate firing off as he goes through. So this has got what we call coil-over suspension. You can see on the front particularly there's some blue springs that look quite thin, and this is a suspension design where we're able to have a shock absorber in the inside of the suspension and then coil springs on the outside. Go for it. Have a race. Whoever gets the end first. There we go. Come on. Okay, so now we've got a bit of an obstacle we chucked in here. So, as you can see, they go straight over it. That's pretty cool, eh? Now, Sam and Blake in 4404, they don't have diff locks. They're using what I think you guys call them fiddle brakes, is that right? So basically what they are is a brake lever that the navigator or co-driver uses, and there's a lever per wheel. So when they get a bit of loss of traction on a wheel, they put the brakes on that wheel only, and therefore the differential will throw the power across to the other side. It's a pretty cool technique. But basically it takes 2 of them to drive the car. Go! There you go!
So this is Lee. It's a really capable truck. He's able to get out of there though.
Alright, as you can see, it's pretty cool how they can get some good angles, good articulation. There you go. Nice work. And as you've seen, he just went straight over that top of that rock there. Doesn't matter. It's got plenty of diff clearance. Some of these vehicles run what we call portal axles. So on the end of the axle, out at the wheel, they actually have a small gearbox that raises the differential up above the center line of the wheel and the axle. All right. So, who would like to have a ride? Yep. Funny how you're all really excited about answering that question. We are going to give a couple of joyrides just for the heck of it, but we've got to come up with a bit of a competition for you. So we're just mulling that over and coming up with a good idea at the moment. And then, yeah, we'll give a few joyrides. So we are doing a bit of vehicle repair down here. I don't know if it's major or not. To be winching a vehicle from down there sideways up along here. That is something to see. When they were rehearsing it yesterday, I was impressed. So if you're around a bit later on this morning, make sure you come on down and check that out. Okay, so if you want to have a ride in a vehicle, you've got to come over here and you've got to be able to explain to me what WRECKER'S racing is. I explained it earlier. You've got to come over here and give me a satisfactory answer as to what WRECKER'S racing is. You know what it is? Don't have to be shy, I don't bite, just because I'm Australian. I'm not a snake. You can go for a ride in the cars, one of the cars. Alright, so Liam's got his buggy going again. He said there was something wrong with the flex plate, I think he said. Yeah, cool. Okay, so Tane's just come up and given us a pretty good understanding of what WRECKE'S racing is. So yeah, it is a racing series, one of the largest off-road racing series in the world. It's in the US of A. It started in a place called Johnson Valley, and now it's got franchises around. Generally speaking, we're using natural environments, not formed tracks like this. You we all good? Alright, we're just resetting things again.
Lee just asked if he's alright, mate.
So if you're interested, make sure you head onto Facebook and onto YouTube and just search WRECKE'S and you'll get to see a lot of these buggies going for it. If you head up to the 4 stand up in the stadiums over there, you'll see a really high-end WRECKE'S buggy. There you go. Alright, I got one more and then I can go and restock. There you go, mate. No worries. Alright, there's Tanya going for a run. Getting his kidneys shaken out.
A bit too easy. So I think there's someone in with Lee that's won a spin, won a ride around the course. So he's having a few good laps. It's pretty incredible driving over those logs like that. Most vehicles, standard, more modified 4 drives would find that tricky. this is so light and agile, and yeah, just does it effortlessly.
Okay, we haven't got any trophies for you, but well done. Alright, Matt, you want to go and talk to us a little bit about this? I don't know what to call it, man. You got to tell me what we're going to call it.
So it's a TD42. I bought them back in the day because they're really cheap, but it does the job really well. Line is Mr. Safari, so it's a TD42. It runs about 20 psi. It's got an original pump. It's got listen axles front and back. The back is welded. It's got lift suspension, front and rear, and in the back it's got airbags. The airbags help you if you've got a heavy load like another truck on the back. You can pump it up so it rides flat. On the rear it's got a sway bar to stop you tipping over. We have a one-ton truck on the back, up high. It just wants to pull you right over. I think that's good for me.
I love your work, man. So after the show, come on over and check it out. We're going to take these away for the moment. Yeah, just move those out of the way. I want you to try and winch without the Scotch blocks, and then we'll just do a little bit, and we'll see you skid on the brakes. I'm going to climb over a live winch rope again. Okay, so he's going to winch in. As you can see, he can't hold the vehicle. Hold your brakes. Okay. So if you lock up your brakes, Matt, you should just winch through them, yeah? Let's see how we go. Like I said, we haven't rehearsed anything here. Put your brakes down there, see if you can winch towards them, see what happens. Should just skid. One of them will skid. Okay, so he's just pulling himself through the brakes. So come back, and then what we're going to do is we're going to fit these Scotch locks. So what they are is a really cool anchoring device. They're basically like a ramp. On the front edge they've got teeth that'll bite into the dirt, and then that bit of chain goes up there. And this vehicle will not move forward when he starts winching in, so it's really cool. Thank you. All right, on 5 again, and you're going to winch him to you. 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, we found a box of neutrals. All right, here we go. You guys are just along for the ride. How cool is that? Oh, we found a box of neutrals. All right, here we go. You guys are just along for the ride. How cool is that? Give them a round of applause, come on. That's absolutely epic. Alright, now I think we had something else stupid that we were going to do. What was that, Matt? Start at 5, the next number will be 4. After 4 it's 3. You all tracking? We good? Yeah? Alright, so, you guys ready? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go on! Oh, that slowed him up. Big, not much though. It slowed him down. I'm hearing things creaking back there. Oh! Something happened. This is a pretty decent rope size, but that's why we can do this even easily.
I have indeed broken it.
No, you broke it last night. What have you broken?
Well, today I think I broke something different. Last night I broke the drum and pressed it out sideways. So what I've broken today is the free spool inside of it. So inside of it, it has the same running gear in the front of a Toyota Hilux, and it has a freewheeling hub. And it disconnects the freewheeling hub, and that's what gives it the free spool. And when I was pulling, it kind of jolted and went, and now it's not spooling. So something's broken.
Can you make that noise again? Very good. Love it. Okay, so basically in layman's terms, it's busted and you're going to fix it so you can come back tomorrow and do it again.
Back on the trailer, I have parts.
I love it. Oh, awesome. Okay, well, you don't just get to go for a ride. You actually got to work for it. I just got to come up with a question, and if you can answer the question, all right, obviously you need to be big enough to fit in the car safely and wear a helmet. You go and see the guy in the orange hat with the red vest. All right, I reckon we can probably, we got 2 cars running, so we can probably do a second one. Is that all right, Caleb? Do a second one? All right. Let's have a think about another question. Okay, who can come up here and give me a bit of an idea about air dampers and why we don't use them? So Liam's halfway through building that car, but he was so keen to come out, he's just made it run. He hasn't got power steering or anything in it. All right, there's a wrecker for you. I want everything. What did I talk about? I just want to find out whether I'm actually talking to anybody or just talking to myself. The rope. Oh, it'll make you broke. Yeah, sorry. Didn't understand what you were saying, mate. You're talking about white Kumeu cows and all sorts of stuff. All right, you can have a ride. Oh, there you go. So a little bit about these ULTRA4 cars, which are not the wrecker up there that Matt's driving. So these are basically, they would have started out as a GQ Patrol or a Land Cruiser or something like that at some point in time. But nowadays they are basically a custom built vehicle. So if you love spinning and spanners, welding, fabricating, or just being around cool stuff, these are the sort of things you can end up building and owning and racing and playing with. Well. So 666 here is running a 350 Chev, I think he said it was. He's got what we call a manualised auto. So you've all driven and been in an automatic vehicle where you put it in D for dump and you drive the thing and it changes gears. So a manualised auto is what we use in the racing scene a lot. We actually get the gearboxes converted so they don't change automatically. You want in gear, you put the lever in 2 and it will stay in 2. You want third, you go third. So it's completely manual. So when you're racing, you go first gear, race, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, change gears, etc. So it's manualised. And that gives us a lot of control, which is what we want to have when we're off-road. One, and we'll see. So you can see on 4403, it's got, at the front there, it's got blue coil springs. It doesn't look like the stuff you'd see in your car normally. The first person who can come up here, you've got to be able to fit in the race car and fit one of our helmets from a safety perspective. But first person can come up here and tell me, what do we call that type of suspension? That device that's holding the coil, the blue coil springs and that. First person that can tell me that gets a ride. This is a hard one, I will grant you, because I haven't talked about it yet. No, it wasn't a hard one at all. Yeah, go on. That was so good. Well done, mate. Well done. Yeah, so it's coil-over suspension. You can see them there on the front now. So in the middle of those, we have a shock absorber, and that shock absorber is completely customisable. We can tune the way it will operate. And then around the outside, we've got two different coil springs. The top coil spring is going to give us our light duty ride. Like, so when you're doing all the light little stuff, the top coil, which will be quite light, it'll do most of the work. And then, oh, here we go, we're going to push him out. Love it. Now we're going to drive over him. That's awesome. And then the bottom coil spring is our heavy duty spring. So when you hit a big bump, the top coil spring will do all it can, and then the bottom spring will do the rest. So it gives you a very tunable suspension system. When it comes to talking about suspension systems, like you, even for your daily drive, you might be thinking of putting a suspension in there. Really key thing to understand about suspension is your springs are designed to carry the load. All right. Now, a lot of the times, at least back in Australia, I suspect it's the same here, we all run communication devices in our cars. So usually they're like those motorbike style of things, where you have a Bluetooth comms unit between you, and so you can talk. I know in my race car it's pretty loud, and so we have that so we can communicate to each other. I don't think you guys run these over here, but back in Australia and in the US, we run what we call a pumper. Right, come on, roll it over, Matt. All right, pouring diesel out the filler. It's definitely a wrecker. So good. Oh, I love it. I've got some stickers here. Anybody who didn't get a sticker earlier, you want a sticker? Yeah, come on. No worries. Here, guys. So, I know I'm handing out Mad Matt Paul Rye stickers, because that's what I used to call myself, but now my channel's called Mad Mates. And Lucas, who runs the Springs Forward Rye Park, you would have seen him with Beeraclock Hill and all that. He and I are business partners, and I live not far from the Springs Forward Rye Park. And yeah, so check out Mad Mates if you're keen to follow what we're up to. We've got lots of cool stuff going on. They bought me a pink Jeep, a pink TJ, so I run around in that nowadays, because you know, apparently that's cool. That's what they told me.
So I filmed this one just going over the obstacle course before. This is one of the other trucks of Grieve Brothers. One of the few trophies there.